Welcome everybody. Today, it's Saturday, the day before we start the challenge, and we wanted to go over a couple of things with you before we get it going, because last year, it got nutty come Saturday. So, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping here, so you guys know what's going to happen this week. Every day, we're going to release a new video. So, starting tomorrow, Sunday, there will be a new video at 12:01 a.m. Watch the videos. They're anywhere from 2-3 minutes, maybe to 5 or 6 minutes. Take our suggestions, apply them to your marriage, apply it to that day for you. When you're done, or when you have time and after you've had sex, had time to talk or do whatever we've asked you to do, comment below each post, because once you comment there, then we will randomly pick a winner for that day the following day. We're going to be in there commenting, encouraging you guys. And we also ask that each of you who are a part of it, go in there and encourage others. Because this is a community, and the reason we like doing this together is because we have people we're accountable to, that we can talk to and say, hey, I'm having a rough time right now. So it's about being a part of the community and enjoying that community so that we all get through the challenge.
Now, that being said, we may not have time to respond to all of your comments. So if you don't get a direct response from us, it doesn't mean that we haven't read it. It's just that some days we get, 30, 40 comments. I think last year we had one day where we had over 50 comments.
Oh, no, last year we had over 100 and something.
100 and some comments. And we're only 2 people, and we're in this challenge with you. So it's, as a matter of time, just not possible for us to respond to all the comments. But they are being read. Some other housekeeping issues. The 7 Days of Sex challenge is called a challenge for a reason, and that's because it will challenge you. It will challenge you in your marriage. It is not easy to have sex with your spouse and be intimate for 7 days in a row. If it was, then everybody would be doing it, and well, then we wouldn't have the challenge. No. So keep this in mind. Know that you might start off with a bang, and pun intended. Sunday and Monday may be great. Yeah,
and last year we saw this, so we're going to just give you a little heads up. Sunday, Monday were awesome, and then we saw this sort of dip as the week came on.
It's like a steep decline.
Yeah. So just be aware of that.
Be aware of it.
We want you guys to understand that. We're doing this because we want you to have success.
And it's even something that we've talked about. Our calendar, since we put the 7 Days of Sex challenge, has filled up so that we've got something going on 5 out of the 7 nights. But we're already having the conversation, okay, that means we're going to have to think about sex in the morning, think about a quickie at lunch, think about, when the kids are out playing. But have those conversations, because what we don't want to have happen is that all of a sudden one of you just becomes a warm body in the bed, going through the motions, not fully engaged. Right. This is an exercise for 7 days to make you aware, make you fully present with your spouse for the entire time. That's not to say that you might not have a day where you're like, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? That doesn't give you an excuse to have 7 nights or 7 days where you're just going through the motions. If you find that you're in that position or that you're feeling that way, it's really important. In fact, it's critical that you talk to your spouse about what's going on, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing in this challenge, because we want this challenge to bring you together. And if for some reason you cannot have sex, you cannot be physically intimate in a sexual way for the 7 days, take those other forms of intimacy that we talk about, whether it's recreational intimacy, spiritual intimacy, financial intimacy, and bring those into your marriage. Use those as the focus this week. We had lots of couples last year that for one reason or another could not be sexually intimate, but their marriage still flourished through this challenge by focusing on the other areas of intimacy.
Yep. And remember, you have a full 24 hours to have sex or be intimate with each other. So if it doesn't happen in the morning or it doesn't happen in the afternoon, you have the evening. And I'm going to just give a little example. When Elise and I did our 60 Days of Sex challenge, there was one night in particular where we were counting down the minutes to make sure we got it in right before 12 o'clock. So that way it counted for that day. And it made it fun. That's the thing this week, you guys. Have fun, okay? Laugh, enjoy each other, talk. And we know you guys have kids and we know you have jobs. So do we. Mm-hmm. We're not any different than you. And like Elisa said, we got things that all of a sudden came on our calendar. My godfather is coming out from Boston. He wants to go out to dinner one evening. We had no clue. That just came in yesterday. So have a great time and know that we're here. We're seeing what you're doing. We are going to be cheering you on. We are going to be praying for you. And most of all, the one community is here. Mm-hmm. And I know that if you go on facebook.com/oneextraordinarymarriage and you pipe in or you put something in there, I know people will respond to you, because that's the kind of community we've built here. One that loves each other, ones that are here to support each other in our marriages. So with that said, if you haven't signed up and you're listening to us and you're going, this sounds great,
I want to do it.
Down below, I'm going to have a link to the post where you can leave your comment to say, we're doing it, we're in, because we want you to join us. And we want to see as many of you succeed as possible. So be ready, because starting tomorrow at midnight, actually at 12:01, the first challenge is going to come up. And we're excited to see what you think. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.